Hey, welcome back everybody. Some people ask me, hey, is your channel gonna become a cooking channel? And I'm like, no, it's not. These type of camping channels have everything incorporated inside of it. So it makes it very, very amusing and challenging. You know, you have the adventure aspect, you have the scenery aspect where you're riding all around, you have the cooking aspect, you know, you have the ASMR aspect where you're hearing the grilling and the sizzling of the food. You have the mukbang aspect as you're eating the food and everything. That's what camping is, RV camping. You know, you encompass a lot of the skills inside of one video. And sometimes it's kind of hard to get everything in. But in this episode, we're going to be making some Philly cheesesteaks. I don't know if it's going to be Philly style, but it's going to be some good cheesesteaks. And I'm going to try to make two of them. One with roast beef and another one with just steak cuts. And I want to see the difference in the texture of the meat. Here's a new apron that I just got. We're going to test it out. So stay tuned for that. Let's go. Let's eat these steak sandwiches. For this meal, we're going to go into the sticks and bricks. And we're going to use this little grill here from Boslla. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Just took a trip to Walmart to get some of the things we need. I didn't video it, but I'll show you what I got. So we did get some bread and we got some onions, and I got these things just to check them out. It's like a little bit of roast beef, just to check out to see how it works with the steak. But I'm going to try to get some steak just in case the roast beef doesn't work for these steak sandwiches for the Philly cheesesteak. All right, just did a few shopping at Aldi. Didn't want to come and get so much stuff, but hey, we got 3 fridges in that RV, so. All right, we back in the sticks and bricks. And remember the onion, we're always gonna use these onions. My cutting style is not the best, but I usually just make little edges in here and just makes it easier to cut around when I am cutting it. I'm getting pieces of my finger there. But this is how it is. I'm not gonna take you through the whole 100 minutes of me cutting, so we're gonna cut right here. And then we're gonna jump to the phase where it's finished. Okay, that's the finished look of the onions. Didn't bore you guys with me cutting it up, so we're gonna put that to the side. Okay, here's the roast beef I got from the deli, sliced thin. But I'm just gonna cut this up a bit into like nice thin slices. And that's to make the steak. This is gonna be the first one that I'm gonna make. I'm also gonna make it with cube steak that I'm gonna slice up ever so thinly, and it's nearly gonna be the same way. Again, I'm not gonna bore you guys with my cutting techniques. Right now we have the regular steak that we're gonna have to season up, because you know steak, you have to season it. I mean, you're gonna have nice flavor anyway once it touches that griddle, that seasoned griddle. Right now it's time to shake everything onto it. And I'm gonna do this in one little scene here. Just shake everything onto it so everybody can see. Did I get this side? Yes, I did. And this is gonna be going really fast. This is a little bit of paprika. Little paprika never hurt nobody, right? Little paprika never hurt nobody. Flip it around, put a little paprika on that side. Again, we're gonna cut this up thin sliced. Here's some onion powder. And put that on both sides as well. We flip it so we get equal flavoring. There we go. And then we got some meat tenderizer here. And we should really put this on first and let it soak for a while. I mean, the more you let it soak in this seasoning, the more the flavoring will get inside. And that's what you want. You want the flavor to sink inside of the meat. Make it really, really tasty, baby. Okay, so I already cut one side up just so that we can have it nice. So we cutting like nice thin strips with a serrated blade here. So you gotta watch out that you don't cut your fingers off. have it down and slicing this up. I gotta show you guys footage of me going to get all of this stuff, but we'll put that together. All right, you're just gonna do this to all of them. I'm not gonna, you know, let you guys stay there and watch me cut this whole thing down, but this is basically what I like to do when I'm making the steak sandwich. Here we go. Once I have the steak cut, I like to turn it to the side, and then you make little steak bits out of this. And of course you can buy the steak just like this in steak bits, but sometimes you can't find it. You can make your own steak bits. You know, you're just cutting it up into small pieces. And I like it like this because it seems to be a little more tender when I'm making the steak sandwiches. Again, I'm not gonna bore you guys with all this cutting. I only got like a couple more slices left, and then I'll show you it on the grill. Now here's our onions, turning on the griddle here. I'm gonna put it up to about 400, and we're gonna have these onions cooking and sizzling, caramelizing. This here is the roast beef. We're gonna have that also cooking, and we're gonna split this up a little bit more so that we can have a nice cheesesteak sandwich. But the roast beef, and then we're gonna have the steak second. Got these rolls here from Walmart. These things are the truth. Already while cooking this, I know I'm real up in your face right now, but just from cooking this, I can see that I'm gonna like the steak better just from looking at it, but we'll see how it turns out. I'm sure both gonna be tasty, but I'm gonna prefer the steak over the pastrami. I can already see it. All right, the roast beef looks like it's a nice brown color. So it looks like it's done. Remember, this roast beef was already cooked. So we're just gonna put this away for now. We're gonna reintroduce it later. Right now, we're gonna introduce the steak bits onto the grill. We have individual steak bits here that we're gonna introduce. All seasoned up, ready to go. I also like to introduce my own sauce. This is just to sauce it up for the bread. Some people don't put sauce on theirs, but I realize when we put sauce on ours, it turns out really nice. And it's just ketchup and a mayonnaise mixture, and it makes it really good and really tasty on the bun, and it makes it go down that much easier. And all I do is I stir it up, and this makes the mixture. You can use this type of sauce for almost anything, even salad dressing. It tastes awesome. Back to the meat. You want to flip the meat so that each side of it is cooking. Again, when it's steak bits, it's going to cook really fast. Just cooking all of the red out. And trust me, it's gonna be tasty. You can smell the flavor off this steak. And I love cooking with the griddle, that it kind of locks in all of that flavor. Now it's time to remove these onions. They're caramelized. You can even use this with some of these onions off. I don't want to leave them on there too long. Okay, now we're going to introduce the cheese to the Philly cheesesteak. I like to use a combination of cheese, but you can use the cheese that you want. You're going to put a little mozzarella along the top. I like to mix it up with mozzarella and cheddar, but you can use what you want. Then I like to add the cheddar. Just a little mixture. I mean, you guys add the way that you want to add it. And you just wait for this to melt up on there. Okay, what I like to do is I like to toast the bun. So I'm going to put a little spread on the back of the bun. You can put it down on the grill there. And you can put a little spread on the top if you want. It won't hurt nobody, because that's going to be the top layer of the sandwich. Philly cheesesteak. Still waiting for the cheese to melt, but while we're waiting, we can have a bun toasting. All right, for the first sandwich, I'm gonna put a little bit of onions on there. You're not gonna load these sandwiches up, because once you load them up, it's not gonna be able to close. I'm gonna put a little bit of this roast beef. I mean, we can also add more cheese to it to make it a bit more cheesier, because everything goes down easier when it's cheesier. I'll turn this fire down above the grill, because the grill is hot. And then you want to have roast beef, cheese. You want to have everything in every bite. That makes it a lot better. You layer some cheese on the top. All right, we lay a little bit more cheese on the top there. We can close this up. Ooh, that thing is hot. Let's put it on this side. And close that one up. It's really warm. I didn't know how warm it was going to be, but that's really warm. That cheese is going to melt really fast. Let's take a look inside of this sandwich. That cheese is all melted. Ooh, look at that. Let's put some of this sauce on here. This one is just an experiment. We're going to see how it comes along. We're also going to throw some more cheese on this bun here. It's going to melt right away when we put this pastrami on there. Put a little bit more cheese on there. And we're going to take some of this pastrami. We're going to layer it on there. Make another sandwich. Yeah, you can't beat that. as we moving these sandwiches along, we have more room. And you can close this and you can let that sandwich cook. I mean, this looks really good. I'm gonna move this over to the side. We're gonna put this bun here. We're gonna open this one up since we have more space. I'm gonna let that one toast up a bit while this one melts up a bit. Oh, I can't wait. You know what, we forgot to put onions on this one. So we can just open that back up and put a little bit of onions. You know, onions, you can't beat it. You close that back up. Again, you make your own cheesesteaks at home. You have 4 of them. Big sandwiches. And now this is for the steak. Put a little bit of cheese on there. Make it a little bit cheesy. Then we're gonna add some steak. Again, we don't want too much steak on there. The steak is gonna melt that cheese right away. All right, you don't want to waste that bit of meat. Get on there. Get on there. You got steak in every bite. And then you can close this sandwich. Woo. Turn that around. That's really hot. So we got 2 over here cooking away. This one is done. You take this one off. We can put this one on. You know what I forgot again? Forgot it last time too. Forgot a little bit of the onions. Yummy. Yummy. Gotta put those onions in there. That makes the sandwich. Put them onions in there. And we can, I can put this one over and move this one more over. I like to toast the inside first. Toast the inside, then you get the outside of it. Just so you can get a close-up, this is the roast beef. This one is the roast beef. Look at all that meat. The last one cooking. Last one. Look how tasty looking. Just like all of the rest, how could you forget the best part? With the onions. This thing is looking very, very tasty here. Look at that. Woo. Can't wait to sink my teeth into that. All right, this is the steak. It's just amazing. Look how much meat you get inside. And remember, we made 4 of these. And all of the ingredients under 20 bucks. And we still have more for another day. If you go to a steak shop or one of those restaurants, you're going to be paying $50 or $60 for the same meal. All right, here's the taste test. Take a look. First bite. Oh, wow. Wow. I'll definitely do this again. Holy camole. Whoa. So good. Definitely doing this again. 2 thumbs up, baby. What do you guys think? It's good? Yeah? Yeah. I got 4 thumbs up over here. Restaurant approved. Hope you guys like that cooking adventure. If you want to see more like that, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when we make these uploads. Also, hit the like button. Comment below if you like these Philly cheesesteaks or you make the cheesesteak any other way that you want. Let me know your recipe. I'll try it. Again, we're going to have the contest for that ATGFOX 30 and 50 amp surge protectors. Make sure you enter that contest to win. We camp all year round, all around the East Coast. So remember, if we see you in the campground and you follow us on any one of these platforms, you like or tag anyone in a post that we make, you automatically entered in the giveaway. So remember, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter, now X, and also the YouTube. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for subscribing. See you later, everybody. Make sure you check out the Amazon storefront, Smalls RV Adventures.